Let's make some gluten-free waffles. I'm using the Krusty's buttermilk pancake mix, using the recipe off of the back, minus the fact that I'm about to add some vanilla to it. Good morning. Happy Tuesday, y'all. Let me tell you what had happened. So yesterday, I was excited because I have been wanting chicken and waffles for forever. Now, we started making breakfast McGriddles with the pancake mix. So because we made them, I didn't need to make waffles. I made waffles yesterday. And the level of disappointment that was on me was all, I was so disappointed. I was like, this isn't what I wasn't missing anything. And you know that moment that like you set yourself up for that, oh, I'm ready for this. First of all, my butter looked so fake. It looked like I had prop butter on my daggone pancakes. I was like, why are you not melting? And it didn't. Like I replayed the video back to back. And I was like, I don't know. They were coming hot off the flat iron. Brittany, hot off the waffle iron. Butter not melting. Then I get it and it's just like, this it. And then I was upset because we had chicken on Sunday. Mom did chicken, air fried, gluten-free chicken. So I had chicken strips instead of my store-bought, because I will make it ghetto in a heartbeat. Do a waffle and a pre-bought chicken strip in a heartbeat. It gives you your vibes when you ain't got the time to do all the things. But I had real chicken. It'd be real chicken, but I had real homemade chicken. And I was so disappointed. I was like, dang, this that moment. I could have ate a McGriddle and called it a day. Like, I legit could have had a McGriddle and called it a day. But that's just what it is. And so now, every time I look in the refrigerator, the butter is still sitting on top. Like, why did this butter not move? Mom's like, the butter just doesn't look, I know it doesn't look real. All the things. So yeah, today is computer day. I need to schedule posts. Let me tell you. The blues has been scheduling posts lately. And I'm just like, why is this draining like this? And this hasn't always been draining. So I don't know. I don't know if it's just that season, but we're getting ready to roll in the fall. So I'm getting ready to send out my notice to my daycare to see who want to get on the calendar first. Because, baby, once the dates are gone, they're gone. That's what I've also come to realize. Once they're done, Brittany, don't try to do 2 in one day. You're hurting yourself. So here's where we are. So that's that on that. I'll pick y'all up at some point throughout this day. I'm trying, y'all, to do the weekly vlog. I'm trying. I'm gonna do my part. Foolishness. This butter looked after I had put it on that day, yesterday. I'm like, why did you not melt? And then to see it on it just made me madder. Just made me madder, for real. Well, this is one why I set a timer on my air fryer, because I get distracted. The butter melted. Do you see the foolishness? This is why you set a timer, Brady. You can't set it. Well, I still see remnants of the butter though. What's going on with this butter, Sam? Glad I got one more. So y'all know last week my car wouldn't start, and I had the baby jumper cables. I say baby. It was 2000, and I don't know what the J is. 2000 J somethings. JSTs. But I had kept that one from my, what did I keep that one from? Oh, from my Honda Civic. And I realized I needed the big dog because it didn't do us no justice. So I get on Amazon and I see that they have a 5000. And I was like, oh yeah. And this one came with the air compressor. Oh, this one looks fancy. Baby, my other one was way smaller. Okay. So you have a jump start, portable power bank, air compressor, emergency light, automatic stop, and a SOS. Um, Says you only need to charge this. How many years? I forgot how many years. Because I know the one that I had in my car still had juice. I know y'all told me how many years. But all of that to say, get you one. It's in my Amazon storefront. When I got it, it was 50% off. So shout out to that. So yeah, just wanted to let y'all know. After me needing one. Good morning, good morning, good morning, y'all. It's been one of the mornings. Let's back up. I go to bed at 1:30. I see 3:30. When I went to bed at 1:30, I was like, let's not take a sleeping pill because I don't need to be groggy when I wake up in the morning because I know I'm not getting my full 8 hours. Why did I see 3:30? And I'm just like, what is this? Like, it's bad when I start letting the Bible play back to me. Like, I'm like, Lord, it's your servant. You speak. I'm listening. It was that bad. And I'm just like, okay. So then I started going through my prayer list. I was like, maybe he wants me to pray for somebody right now. I don't know. I'm trying to listen. I'm being still. I'm tossing. I'm turning. I said, oh. So I set my alarm clock so that I could be out the house and do everything early. I said, I need this extra hour in order to function. So here we are. So then I have the smash cake with me. Y'all already know, driving with the smash cake. I also need to pick up this balloon. Let me tell you what worked in my favor. Michael's and Pepper Shack both open at 9 o'clock. So I was trying to be out the house in order to be at somebody's door at 9 o'clock. Didn't work that way. But I'm driving. So I said, hey, call Pepper Shack. Hey, y'all got a sun balloon? Whatever it looks like, I'm taking. Whatever. Yes, we do. Cool beans. Because to go to Michael's, I got to curve. And then curve back to go to Pepper Shack. I just got to turn one time and I'm back on my route. Yes, they have one. It's the same one that Michael's has. Cool beans. And I'm turning out of the neighborhood. My breakfast is sitting on my paper plate in the middle part. The cake is there. Because there's pressure from the car behind me, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to speed up the neighborhood because I got the cake. I go to grab the cake instead of my breakfast slides. It hits the cake box that has gluten in it. I don't know if I touched the box, putting in the cake in the box. I don't know. I don't know where it is, and it's hot. So breakfast is gone. Mom's like, you can't turn around. I can't turn around because I'm bing, bang, booming. And I need to be on your drive for my first session. I said, oh, it's one of these. It's like, Lord, I prayed. I prayed last night too. And I prayed this morning. Lord, switch the dynamics of the day. The fun part of this whole day is that although I'm running from Yuri back to the studio, this first birthday session is one in the sun. And we have to use the beach one that I have bought for Shanna. I'm excited. Oh, Father God. I need plexiglass. Did I get rid of all of my plexiglass? I'll be back. It's the small things the Lord work in my favor. I got plexiglass. So I'm about to fast forward this put up and we'll talk. So yeah, I forgot to put a hat on this morning. I was recording for y'all. I realized. Brittany, you didn't come your hair this morning because you were supposed to put a hat on. I was all up in the pickle store. Okay. At what point did I? Okay. I talked to y'all at the studio when I was in the back job. Cool. Let me update you from there. I popped 2 floaties, trying to blow them up and get them secure. Was able to find another one at Five Below. Shout out to them because they was right there at the front of the store. Like, it's fall time. Like, Labor Day has happened. But I wasn't able to find a baby one. I needed a baby one. He was only turning 1. I had one for a 6-year-old. So I was like, let me just stuff it to do the overhead shot that Mom wanted. No, I'm about to send this picture to get photoshopped so that it can be exactly how she wanted. Okay. What else happened? My first session is 20 minutes early, but I was already on that side of town because I didn't go back to Bossier. I went to Shreveport. Okay. So I was like, I'll be there in 6 minutes. Made it. I didn't realize this was a complete surprise. Surprise, surprise. Did not know it was a complete surprise. So I get out the car and she's getting out the car. I've been talking to the husband the whole time. And she was like, what are we doing? I was like, am I supposed to say surprise? I don't know. I was like, you're taking pictures. She was like, oh my gosh, when I tell you the best reaction ever. Best reaction ever. And I was like, okay. And so she introduced herself, I introduced myself, and she's like, oh, it's so pretty. And I was like, okay, good. Because what I really wanted to take pictures was at another campus, but it's a privately owned campus. And so they already don't love us being there. And so I'm trying not to be there while classes are going on. Like I can do an evening, but 10:30, you're pushing it. I ain't trying to get banned forever because this is my favorite spot. So whatever. We do our normal poses. Then she's like, we should do some of those awkward poses. I was like, let me pull out my phone. Boom, scroll, Pinterest, folder. What pose you want to do? Okay, so I have her phone in my purse, in my bag. And so she's like, can I see my phone? I was like, yeah. So she has pictures ready. I was like, cool beans. Actually, she wanted pictures. But she was like, yay, thank you. And she's like, but I don't have the kids. And I was like, that ain't my fault. That's, what's his name? And he was like, she's like, we'll be back. And I was like, cool beans. We do all of these awkward poses. Hilarious because we're still on the campus, but it's just not private. And we got people switching classes. The looks we got were priceless. But we did it. I did everything she wanted to do. All right, cool beans. So we get to the end of the session and she was like, can I hug you? And I was like, yes, hug me. So I give her like a good hug, like we've known each other. And she's like, this was the best. We'll be back. So we're talking about food places. And I gave her the recommendation of 2 places that she had already heard. So I was like, quite good. Because, I didn't tell her I couldn't eat it. But, I hear, I listen, I pay attention. And she's like, I give you one more hug. I was like, yes. She's like, I feel like I have a friend and now I'm leaving you. Now, let me tell you. It really did feel like that. I was like, girl, get my number from your husband. You can text me. It is what it is. Find me on social media. Add me. It is what it is. And it'd be the best because it's like we would not have met each other if it wasn't for this. But here we are. All right. So I get that done. I'm headed back to the studio. I'm setting up. I'm just bumping stuff. Bumping me. Knocking stuff over. Why am I struggling? So I just sit because I don't have time to cook anything. I had some pretzels. I ate them. I was just like, okay. But I have an hour-long first birthday session. I was just like, okay, Lord, I need to be able to give them the energy that I would want any of my other clients to have. And so it's just like, okay. So grandma gets there first. And I was like, okay. So I put my phone down, but it was just grandma. And so then they get there. And the little boy, she's mugging me. He's like, I said, oh. Okay. And I was like, is he walking? She's like, no. I was like, okay, cool beans. Baby, that baby crawled off like, I don't even know, boss baby. He was on a mission. And he would give me the best smiles when he was about this close to me. And so you see, studio, not backdrop. I was like, okay. I said, Brittany, I need you to calm down. So I'm actively in between. And I was like, Lord, what happened? What happened today? What happened last night? Who's going to take a sleeping pill tonight? Me. Because I need all of my sleep, but I also need a nap right now. And so I'm about to go no. I'm about to finish editing a set of pictures. I'm going to cook something. And then I'm going to take a nap. May all of it fall into place. Because I need the reset in order to not cry. Like, seriously, the laugh is to keep from crying in this moment. I'm just like, bro, why is today going like this? And at this point, I want to put on some stretchy pants because if my belt loop gets caught in anybody's door or handle, I'm fighting. We knucking and bucking and ready to fight, period. So Lord, hear my heart. Change the dynamic of this day and do it for me. In Jesus' name, amen. Bye, y'all. Literally just be want to say good morning. I like good morning. Good afternoon, everybody. Now I sound like my mom. What in the world? Good afternoon. Be like, girl. Hey, y'all. Happy Friday. Much better mood than yesterday. I got sleep last night. I was intentional. Mom was yelling at the football game. And I was taking my sleeping pills so that I could make sure. And I set myself up for success. And that I did. Apparently I slept with the pillow on top of my head, which only made it even more of a cap day. But where are we headed? To Asia. She's about to get me right. Here's the other thing. I did not realize that I be sleeping cute because of my hair. And I knew it was something different when I threw the pillow over my head last night, because I was like, I'm going to see Aisha. I ain't got to do a session before, I got to do a session after, so I'm good to go. And I was like, I'll go to Hobby Lobby after I see her. So it's like, do your computer work at the house, and that's exactly what I did. And so we over here looking like, never mind. Never mind. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. What was I going to tell y'all? Not the yellow light. I wanted to run it, but I'm not going to do it. It ain't worth it. It's not. I could be patient. So here we are, week 1 of me putting together a weekly vlog. So I've done myself the advantage of flagging and tagging everything that I wanted to keep and put into the weekly vlog with a different color tag. Look at me. I'm trying to make it better for me. So we'll see realistically how long it takes tonight, because I don't have to go back and play any clips, because everything is clipped. Let's hope I didn't miss nothing. That'd be the other thing. But at least I know what day I missed it. Well, my glasses are dirty. I'm like, what is this? Something right here. I don't know. Man, why I woke up with a pimple this morning. But shout out to these little pimple patches, the clear ones, because baby, the kids at school, why are we wearing these huge colorful patches that are not, what's the word? The word left me. It's not despicable. All I hear is despicable me. What's the word? I don't know what the word is. Invisible? No. I don't know. The word is gone. Not obvious is the other word, but dang it. There was a not words gonna beat me up right now. I want the word. Whatever. Knowing the word is not gonna change much at this point. That's invisible. So I was like, yeah. Bad boy is blending in nicely with everything. But that pimple was rude and disrespectful this morning. Like, I bumped my nose and was like, what is this? A whole pimple being rude and disrespectful. And he came out of nowhere. Cause what happened? I don't know. Maybe I slept with the pillow over my head and you were like, I don't want you to sleep with the pillow over your head anymore. Who knows? Yeah, I'm just happy to not be operating out of frustration. Because you know that moment, this is the moment. You know that moment when you just hush because you know that you are that frustrated, you're that overwhelmed, you're that irritated. It was like, no. I was like, I don't want to talk to anybody. And it was so funny because Sharice had messaged me. She sent me a voice memo last night. And I was like, dang, Lord, you had told me to check on her earlier that day. But my day was that frustrating that I couldn't. And I was just like, because you know when your frustration will bleed in, and I am notorious for, if I'm having a bad day and somebody checks first, that I won't answer the question rather. Not that I'm like lying to you, I'm just not answering the question. I'll answer everything else in your message, but that one little clip, oh, that's my move. And it just was like, okay. And so she had checked on me and I was like, you're going to be honest right now. And I was like, it's just a frustrating day. And she was like, what happened? I was like, I don't want her to ask what happened, but she did. And I was like, and I told her and I left it right there. And I did that on the board meeting too. Sometimes it's just hard to say. Sometimes, okay, pause. Sometimes it's hard when you feel like you're the Debbie Downer in the group. It was like, no, because like I knew they were going to get on and be like, how's everybody's week? And it's just like, this was a tough one. Like I'm pushing through right now. And then it was like, oh, me too. And it's like, I don't know. My brother gave me language for part of this, but I'm also like, I don't know, y'all. Part of it is we don't want to feel like we're bringing the group down. The other part of it is it feels good to not have to fake what you're not. And then the other part of that is like, maybe I really am just giving somebody permission to be like, this week wasn't great. Because in a lot of our Christian groups and friendships and associationships, that ain't the word, but you know what I mean. We're coming in with the blessed, highly favored, all is well, and my life is falling apart. And it'd be like, okay, that middle line, for me, it's the middle line. Because I'm like, it will be fine. That it will be. But I can't tell you that all is well right now. So that's my hard spot. But I was proud of myself for being like, it's not well. Yeah, I really just think I feel like I'm coming off as Debbie Downer. I see you, big dog. Hold on, y'all. I ain't trying to interact with him. He ain't trying to interact with me. All right. But yeah, I'm just like, that's the way it is. So I'm trying to be authentically me, not bring down the group, and sit in my truth. That's it. My chair, my stool is making a rattling sound, and it's irking me. Thank you, Lord, it was in reachable distance. So yeah, it's just, I think the other part of this, I have so many thoughts on this. I think the other part of this for me as well is, can they handle my honesty? Oh, wait a minute, while we're here, let's talk about it. I cannot stand a messy prayer request. Bruh, can we learn how to, okay, I'm coming in too high. Let me tone it down just a notch. But I can't stand a messy prayer request. But can we learn how to respectfully ask other people to pray for somebody else? Okay. Lord, give me the proper words so that this comes off well said. Amen. Okay. Thank you, Lord. There are moments that we stand in agreement with someone, and that's what you're doing. You may have more details on someone else's life, but that doesn't mean that you have permission to give those details out to other people. Yes. I hear you, Lord. All right. We're standing in agreement for someone who is battling cancer. They have a whole broadcast. Is that what they're called on Instagram now? I think it is. They have a whole broadcast where they're giving updates on what's going on. Okay, that's cool. So then I'm like, hey, we're standing for such and such. And I am that friend that you tell me such and such is going through something, I'm writing them down on my prayer list. I don't need such and such as this, that, and the third information to pray for them. I can be specific enough in my prayer of the basic knowledge that you gave me that I'm covering them with prayer. But then we go to the point where such and such baby went to this and that and they going through. Don't do that. Do not do that. Don't do that. Why are we doing this? You pray. You ask people to stand in agreement for such and such. But if your messiness is causing you to need to know the details of it all, don't do it. And I know we have this big conversation on I know we have this big conversation on Facebook where somebody will post unspoken prayer requests. I know this, I get this, and don't ask no questions, don't do this, don't do that. I get it. And I know that some people be like, I just need the specifics. Do you have to know every bit of detail to pray for somebody? I don't think so. And I could be wrong, and I very well could be wrong. But for me, I don't need it. Man, I lift up this family. They're going through right now. The end. God do the rest. He hears it all. He heard my part. But the messiness of you
Passing on somebody else's business that don't need to be passed on, that gets my goat. Thank you for joining my TED Talk, bruh. Because I see it all too many times, and then you want to know why I don't tell you nothing, because you don't know, you don't know how to not be messy in your prayer requests. It's like, yes, I'm grateful that you're praying, but I'm hurt that you spreading my business like this when I'm not ready for the business to be spread. All right, we just need a good breath, because I'm like, golly. All right, and we're back. It just happens so many times. And to be on the other side when it's your business being spread, that's the other part for me. It's like, don't do that. That's the quickest way to get off my safe list. The quickest. Be like, nope. Because at the same time, I'm also with my mom. Make sure you don't tell such and such this. And I hate that you have to do those disclaimers, but it's like, she messy. She talk too much. And you never shut up. Just hush. Golly. All right, I'm getting off of it. One more breath. All right. A lot. I need another breath. Okay, therapy question of why does this bother me? I think it bothers me. Y'all act like y'all asked, but it bothers me because the sensitive moments are when we as Christians hurt other people's feelings because of these moments. These are the moments that you're supposed to hold somebody up. These are the moments of somebody confessing to you what they're going through, and it is a struggle. It is a battle for them, and we don't carry their battle like it's heavy. That's why that bothers me. And we have to do better. We have to do better. Walking alongside somebody during a journey is no game to be played with. So yeah, that's why that gets my goat. I just had to name that one because I was like, bro, what is it? Because you feeling it too heavy right now. But I keep seeing it more and more. We got to do better. Period. Oh no, what is this? It's traffic on the other side. Lord, I pray that all is well. There's a backwards truck. Be with them in the name of Jesus. Let nobody be hurt. Amen. Back to life. Back to reality. Okay, so Aisha got me right. Now, we switched our side. I typically swoop this way. She went this way. It feels so different. And I'm like, I didn't think it was going to feel like that. But we have to try. If you don't try, you don't know. But we'll see. We're going to make it. But who ready to get cut up next week is me. Come on, Fresh Perm. When I tell y'all, if I could stay at that good pixie level, I would. Somebody asked me what would I do if my husband wanted me to have long hair. Baby, wig me up. Role play me. Because I want to come right back out and have my pixie. I just love how my cheeks look with my pixie. And that's just the way it is. It's me regretting what I just said, but I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. Period. Hey, this is the place that Carrie was talking about. That's Kim. Hey, Kim. All right. So it's currently 1:30. I need to be at the studio in an hour and a half. Should I go ahead and go to Hobby Lobby now? Then I can go ahead and grab Mama some flowers. And then I can go do my session. Because I don't think it's worth me going home. That sounded real bad. I ain't trying to go to heaven right now, Lord. Yeah, I said let's go run our errands. I need to text my client. Excuse me. See if she has some Hot Wheels tracks. I didn't realize Hot Wheel tracks were expensive. So, yeah, I was also supposed to check the map. Here's the map. Well, I forgot I was supposed to be going to Dollar Tree for Mama. And she's like, have you been to Dollar Tree yet? And I was like, nope. So glad she said something when she said it. because I'm just not going to Hobby. And she's like, I was like, what else can I grab for you? Because she does this run. Why? Because I tend to spend stupid money in Dollar Tree. Because I'm like, it's just $1. Well, now it's $1.25, and apparently it's supposed to be $1.50 and a 50 cent. Shut up, Brittany. Apparently it's supposed to be going up to $1.50, but whatever. So if she hadn't said nothing, I would have been over here big forgetful. I got to get trash bags for her. But she's like, can you get some soap and some soap? And I was like, are these two different soaps? Because I'm just asking clarifying questions right here, because I don't know. And she's like, yes, hand soap and dishwashing soap are two different soaps. I'm just asking questions. I'm not trying to get it wrong. What time these kids get out of school today? Maybe 2. Oh, I'm early. Okay, we're good. As long as I clear Airline Drive from Airline before these kids get out, that's all that matters. Oh, look at Mama complimenting my chicken breast on the grill. But the chicken breast is so moist and good and smoked. This is the best. This is the most chicken I've ever eaten off the grill. And that's a fact. Mom does not enjoy chicken off the grill. Now me, I was the chicken eater off the grill. She was enjoying the ribs. But the chicken was on point. Like, I was glad that I went ahead and added the smoked chips, because it did it. It did it. I found me a gluten-free liquid smoke, though. I finna see what that thing do. It should be here Sunday. Because I did not know that liquid smoke had gluten in it. Yeah, caught that before I made myself sick. Because y'all already know, I be out here in the trenches struggling. And like I said, it's just a journey, learning what does what and all of that. It's a journey that it is. So if you are on the gluten-free journey, I'm praying for you. I do try to tell as many gluten-free things as possible. I do want to try Hungry Root. They are a delivery box service. A few of my gluten-free girls have been talking about it. So I may go ahead and check that out. Brittany, why did my tires sound like that? Did anybody else hear? Nobody else looking. Y'all heard that? I don't know why it sounded like that, but it did. All right, let's go do Hobby. Girl, what do you need out of this store? What do I need? Y'all, I don't know. What was I coming? Oh, first I need shirts for myself. Then I needed Hot Wheels. I'm not picking up balloons because their balloons have been popping quickly, like easily. I think that's all I needed. Let's go. I came in on the end of the stolen iPhone from Hobby Lobby. The lady took off across the parking lot. She's like, I'm on the phone with my husband. He said it's in the parking lot. I want this lady to slow down because they say she just had a heart attack, like, recently. But you know how I find my iPhone may not always be that accurate. Baby, lock that phone. Oh, I hope you find it though, lady. Let me stop looking. Oh, she running. Girl, slow down, because you just had a heart attack, girl. Girl, let me stop being nosy and make it to my next stop. Ah! Off to Kroger we go. Let's go, baby. Oh, her GNC is gorgeous. You're gorgeous. Hey, girl. Bye, girl. We all invested. He invested too. Men don't be caring about nothing. Nothing. I have nothing. Brittany, hush. All right. I showed y'all. Never mind. They did have my hot wings. Fat kid Hot Wheels, not hot wings. So the sign that I got from the sign that I got from Michael's, I am going to return. Cause you never know what you gonna find and what you not. That'd be my struggle. Here go these big birds of Kroger and Walmart. Why they gotta be so big? Golly. Alright. Am I getting me some flowers too? My ones at the front door are dying. Do I have flowers anywhere else in the house? I don't. Let's get both of us some flowers. I'm worth it. Me sitting in the parking lot, and I was like, oh, this man is handsome. He goes to the back of his car and he lifts up the tailgate and he's pulling out a car seat out of a box. I said, oh, never mind. But you were handsome, sir. No, sir. But God bless you. God keep you. And I'm not saying that won't ever be. He won't ever be. We've had the conversation. Actually, we might not have had the conversation. I don't mind marrying a guy with kids. It's never mind. We're not gonna talk about this right now. Because I promise you, it's not a thing. What matters is your relationship with your child's mother. All of these things matter. How many mothers are we talking about? How many kids are we talking about? All of those things, they do matter. Because baby, they matter. They matter. Yeah, we're going to leave that thing right there. Oh, man. Old stories. These doggone Walmart birds. Golly. Everybody got a stop sign? Everybody got a stop sign. Oh, his prosthetic leg is pretty. It's wrapped. That's pretty. That's pretty. I didn't know wrapping was a thing. Oh, I guess I have seen somebody dip it into the little, I don't know what this stuff is called. Girl, how do I get to the Dollar Tree without going across we finna find out today. I ain't trying to get back on airline just to go to the Dollar Tree. Okay, I gotta cut. All right, let's cut. Okay. First cut. Second cut. Keep cutting. Is this the right parking lot? Yeah, buddy. All right. The question is, can I make it out of Dollar Tree? Only spending. What's the number today? What's the number? Mama needs 6 things. I need to grab 7 trash bags. Can I get out with $30 or less? I don't know if I can. Okay, let's say 40. Let's go 40. I'll report back. Y'all, I'm so ashamed. Like, shame. My total at Dollar Tree was $85. Now, this is mama's fault because, well, first of all, I did not know the Dollar Tree sold gift cards. Like, when? And Dollar Tree is now $1.50 and not $1.25. All of these things matter because I also did not buy my 7 trash bags. I don't even want to try to go to another one. Like, what the heck? And see, like, I was getting ready to get some bleach and I was like, I might as well just get it from Walmart because I think Walmart's is like $3. But you know, Dollar Tree also has the smaller size, everything. And it was hot in there. I'm still hot. So yeah, I was like, Mom, to save you a stop, because she's going to order to give me some grapes. So I was like, can we get this gift card? And you want me to get some cards? That's what got me. We be trying to be cards. We trying to do cards. I try to get good cards. I'm a card snob. I realize that. But see, Mama, it's the little things. I'm telling all of her secrets. I prefer a good card. I don't mind paying for a card. They are getting expensive because I'm used to paying like $2.99 for a card, and they're now like $4.99 to $7.99. But just like for my god sister, it's a pop-up card. It's worth it. It don't matter. I was gonna pay it. But when I can get a good, well, now they two for $1.50, but whatever. It's still cheaper than when I go to Walgreens. So I got all of that. So then I'm at the line, and I'm patient because what am I going to be upset about if I know that I can't do self-checkout and I have to go through a line, but the only person working the line is working with somebody with some balloons? I got to be patient. Maybe I unloaded my stuff and I propped my little stuff up there, and I was in the way of the fan, so I was better than when I was over there fanning myself. The lady said she wanted 5 number balloons. Okay, if this was any of the other places where I get balloons from, baby, you finna be highly upset. Okay, but Dollar Tree has the number balloons 34 inches for $5, whereas Hobby Lobby, nope, not Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Paper Shack, and Kroger all have the number balloons for $12.99 per balloon. So when she said 5, I said, oh, big money. And then she was like, how much are they? She was like, $5 a piece. And she was like, what? And I was like, oh, never mind. Because that's a steal for me. But if you were expecting something else, you gotta know all of the things. She walked away with none of them. I said, okay. I was like, but now I know. But also, there's a difference. If I know that they're going to always have helium and they're going to always have what I need, I'm going to go ahead and keep going to where I know, versus if they have one or the other or both. That's just what I deal with. That was a privileged statement, and I get that. And I also know if my client asks for a number balloon, they are requesting a number balloon for their session, and me saying, oh, them people, Brittany, that was so rude. Dollar Tree didn't have helium today. They don't care. I'm supposed to make it happen. So I'm going to go with what I know. So that's that on that. I've been there and I got a little nauseous, but I also feel like I should probably eat. But I really thought my session was at 3 o'clock, and my session is at 3:30. So I do have some shit at the studio. Do I have some shit? I think I do have some chips at the studio. I should have something at the studio to hold me over. Hold the phone. That'll work. What is Howdy? What is Howdy? Homemade ice cream by Holy Angels? They got a whole storefront. I never knew. Okay. I'm finna run. No, school zone should be over. I hope they're over. It's not blinking. I almost pulled up to him. I was this close from pulling up to him. I wasn't trying to, sir. I'm sorry. I don't like when people pull up to me. I was just trying to see if their school zone was out. Nope, school zone is out. So we're good. I'll just take this one and go to the studio, and we'll make it. Baby, I'm still tickled at that lady. $5 a piece. Yes, ma'am. It is a 34-inch balloon, and not your regular one. All of it for this is what she said. She said, only for it to fly in the air. Oh, the things we do for the people we love.
Tell me why. I am literally getting something to drink, and I was like, it was a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Do y'all remember that book? I mean, this was forever ago. Is it Alexander? Maybe it's not Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Day. Maybe so, but that just gave me that just unlocked this core memory. It was a terrible, terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. That felt like yesterday, but today has been so much better. Like, so much better. Oh my gosh, God, I thank you. For the little things, like literally the little things. Let me tell you how I thought I just had me a buddy, and I don't. So She was like, oh, I can't have gluten. I was like, she's like, yeah, I'm celiac. Okay. I said, what do you eat around town? She was like, oh, I eat everywhere. When she started with McDonald's, I said, oh, okay. Well, we different. Okay. She's like, where you eat? I was like, El Cabo. Like, you could, if you could have started with like Chick-fil-A, because they do have a gluten-free thing. Chipotle, because they're supposed to wipe down all of that. But if you don't trust it, then that's a personal thing, and I get it. We should go to McDonald's. Oh, I eat everywhere. I just tell them no bread. Yep, McDonald's. I do their chicken nuggets and their French fries. Okay, and it was my little excited tale of like, oh, I got a new gluten-free buddy. No, we're different. Then I didn't want to share my snacks, but I did. But does it really matter if you're eating McDonald's chicken nuggets that are fried with everything else? Like, no, their nuggets have a batter. Their nuggets have a batter. I can't make it work. I really can't. They don't have a dedicated fryer. So, first of all, the nuggets aren't. I'm sad at how excited I got about having a gluten-free buddy. That's what I got excited about. Pop my bubble.
Yeah, I'm done at the studio. Now, I just want to curl up with my heating pad. My neck, my back. Never mind, we're back. No pun intended. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. If y'all could live in the soundtrack of my life, you'd be like, really, Brittany? How did you get from here to here? Don't ask me how. Just know that we're blessed in the city. Y'all, I just saw this. Oh, they customized it. So, you know, the little tool, I don't know what it's called. Toolbox, workbench, one of them thingamajabbers. I have been eyeing one at Harbor Freight. I think it's like $350. Why is it this much? I mean, it is metal. It is all of the things. It can hold up to 1,200 pounds. All of that. I want one for the studio to just hide all of my knickknacks in the front room. Oh, I sounded old, but that's what I really want it for. I'm just like $350 though, but that's the running price everywhere now. What's the name has one? Home Depot has one that I love that has a power strip on the end, so like I can just plug my computer into all of that. He was $4.99 though, like an extra. He was wider. He was deeper, but still, these prices they're getting me. They're getting me. That had me all the way distracted. I came in to tell y'all something. I don't know. All right, so I know what I was supposed to be telling y'all about. I was just having a conversation about the hard times when you have the faith to believe for everybody else, but you don't have the faith to believe for yourself. Man, oh man. And I've been there, and that's what I was telling her. I was like, first of all, do you mind if I pray for you? And I know I can be a little weird when it comes to, can I pray for you? But I be meaning it. Like, I'm gonna write your name on my prayer list. Like, we're gonna lift this thing up, because so many times we can get into the place of believing, having the faith for other people, but having the faith for ourselves feels so different. And it's like, okay. Or you start seeing the Lord do what you're praying for other people, and it just it hurts almost. And it's like, I don't feel bad for them. This should be a moment of me seeing if the Lord can do it for them, he can do it for me. But it doesn't always feel like that in real time. And those are the moments that we got to check our heart. Be like, so why do you want this? And that was the question that we were talking about the other day from somebody's podcast. It's like, why do you want the relationship? Because if you know that you got to go through hell and high water in this relationship, do you still want it? And I was like, I do. Because I do want a purpose. I'm about to say a purpose-driven marriage. I do want a marriage that will build up and be part of the kingdom, so that like we can run hard for the Lord together. I don't want it just for me. I do want to benefit from it. Hello. Plus there's a covering. There's a covering that I don't have because I'm not with my husband. And so it's just like, okay, all the things. But I'm going back to say, in those moments where you can have faith for everybody else, but you can't have faith for yourself, these are the moments that you need to have friends and community that will lift you up and carry you. Just like my good friend Ashley yesterday sends me an encouraging text message, and it was just like, bruh, to see what she had wrote down 21 years ago, to see where it is now and what the Lord has done, it's just like, bruh, okay, cool, be encouraged. But she's also the one that I can go and be like, I'm trying to keep this part off the internet, but she's also the one that I can go and be like, bruh, I am struggling. I don't want to do it the Lord's way anymore. Like, let me just go do what I want to do and pray and repent after this. That's just what I want. And she's not gonna judge me for it. Well, if she do, she ain't never if she has judged me for it, she hasn't thrown the judgment back at me to the point where I am ashamed of saying what I have to say to her. But it's just like, it is what it is. You need these people. And also, if it gets to the point where it's like, okay, Lord, this I'm looking and feeling like you can't. It's not that he can't. It's his will. And though that moment right there is a tough moment, that's why I say we good at throwing Jesus glitter on a whole lot of things. But when you in the trenches and you're like, this is how I really feel, this is what it is. And I am the one that don't mind telling the Lord how I feel. I will say that every time. Let him know. Because you letting him know, Lord, this really hurts. Like, I feel like I can't handle this. Yes, I know that I can, but in this moment, it feel like I can't. I gotta let him know. He know how to handle that, to stand in that gap. That's what we need. So that's that. I'm just like, it ain't just me. It ain't just her. The waiting period is rarely fun. I'll say that. But you grow so much in the waiting period. You grow so much when you're leveling up for this next level. I don't know. I think it's going to be so interesting to look back, and if the Lord does bring my fruition of a husband and a child to life, it will be a blessing to look back and see what skills I bring into my marriage that would be like, I did not have this 11 years ago. It's like, okay, let's see what we about to do, what it do. So yeah, that's that on that.
Liquid Aldi. Is this Aldi? Yes. Mom grabbed a gluten-free pizza from Aldi. $8.99, I believe. They're fresh though, not frozen. So we're gonna check this out this weekend. But I'm telling you now, I'm doing better. You see me? You see my effort? How cute. These are like my favorite colors. And so now we're rolling into fall colors, but I'm not ready to decorate for fall just yet. Give me a couple more days, weeks. I guess it's actually weeks, but when is fall hit? September 20th? Give me all my days.